be on the road now, doing shows now. White bitch know that cold now, I tell her no now. Mommy tell me slow down, I'm on a roll now.
What's good, guys? It's your boy JPN. We back with another podcast, and this time we got a special guest with us, and I'll let him introduce himself right now. So, introduce yourself.
I am 25 years old, and what I like to do, I like parties.
All right, you know what I'm saying? So this, you know what I'm saying? This is my cousin Joel. You know what I'm saying? The good looks running the family, as you can see. You know, so nothing too off. But that's the first question. Even though I kind of know this, but I don't really actually know when I'm not there though. Like, how was your childhood growing up? Because, like, I know how mine was, but, like, how was yours? Like, even though, you know, I was always with my cousin Joel, a good one of my childhood, but, like, when it was no family there, no school, like, just you and your two brothers and your mom and dad, like, how was the childhood growing up? Like, because there's times where you guys didn't have certain things that nobody knows about what you guys truly go through other than you guys. You know what I'm saying? So, how was that?
Childhood life was fine, to be honest. It's nothing special. It's just we didn't do a lot of things like how other kids would do, like go out and things. Especially during high school, we never used to go out. At them, it was just like we just stayed home and played video games. Basically, it. A regular kid would do. Some of you guys chill out with you guys, you know, when we have special events.
Oh, so you guys are just home all the time?
Or I play soccer with my dad. That's the other thing too.
Okay, that's all you guys did. So how did it feel like growing up with two brothers? Cause like I grew up with one brother, but like two of them. Like, how does it feel growing up with two of them? Like
Like nothing special. It's like I was always gonna be there, you know. Like two brothers, that's blessed. So. I used to pick on them, and then I used to fight like crazy. So it made our bond become even stronger. So even.
You know what I'm saying? When this guy, when I was going to this guy's house, you know, this guy was a bully, bro. This guy was a bully. This guy was actually a bully. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's the smallest guy, he was the bully. He just beating him. He was just strong for some reason, strong and fast. So we're getting beat up all the time. This guy would turn off the lights and like, yo, you just come for us, and we're like, yo, there's nothing we could do. And like, it's just like, yo, I'm asking his brothers to protect me, and he's like, nah. It's like, yo, I know how to protect myself. It's like, you're out here by yourself. Like, it was like it was really like Slenderman in real life. Like, can't do anything about it.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was just like, yo, good times. But all right. So the next question. So, what are your dreams and goals? Like, actually, like, what you actually want to do in life? Like, your dreams and your goals.
My dreams is to become an artist, to be honest. Like artist, and like to be known as an artist, and to be known as a architecture too as well, like a good one.
So
I'm studying right now, architecture. So yeah.
So when you want to become an artist, like, do you actually like want to be like, do you actually want to be drawing like manga, or do you actually want to like be out there like the big, you know, those billboards that you see? Do you actually want to draw those billboards out like the big ones that you see like in Toronto or whatever? Like, you drew that whole thing, that you actually went up on, like, you know what I'm saying? You went up on like a ladder and actually drew that.
Those three ones? No, not those ones. I want to be like, you know, when you go to the museum and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, those? Like the
Yeah.
Mona Lisa?
All those ones.
But
I want to be one like realistic, and then one as my anime, like do draw my own manga and all that stuff.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wait, so do you actually want to actually make your own manga eventually?
Yeah,
Like, actually make a story?
definitely.
So how you gonna make
You're helping me out, fam.
so like what's the like, do you have an idea what you want to do, like how you want to make it?
So like the year is like I have like two of these. There's Jonas in it already, so it's me and him, and then there's Malik too. Yeah, so those guys are in it, right? So just us three, right? And we're having our own adventure. So it's like it's not always focused on me because I'm my own character, but it's like focused on us three. So basically we do everything together. We got 3-man squad. Basically, we're just kids, and we grow up. We're teenagers, and then like, you know, we go through all like and stuff. And you see us grow up in a way. So basically, the anime is kind of like every anime you can think of mixed in one, fam.
What do you mean?
Like Dragon Ball Z. There's gonna be Attack on Titan. There's gonna
So,
be deep like Bleach characters and all that stuff. But like I'm gonna make them my own way, fam. So it's kind of like that, but it's not like it,
no,
you know.
so what's the basis of the anime? Like what's the like? Do you have a brief description? Like you know, how you read the back of a book, like a brief description of like what it's gonna be about.
Basically, the anime is gonna be about elements, right? Water, lightning, fire, ground, and all that stuff. Kind of like the Avatar in a way,
Mm.
but this is like more better and more efficient. Kind of put in like One Piece in a way too. Think about it like One Piece. I have all the stuff, all those elements, and then like One Piece characters. You know, they have the ultimate
Mm.
like power ups and all that stuff. So have it like that in a way. So
So
basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to basically all the time save the world to stop this one guy from corrupting it for some reason. Because basically, this guy he's like a god in a way. Like he just watches everything he wants to. Fam. So it's like they have to stop him at a young age, fam. At a young age. So
so
you'll
obviously,
see.
so obviously they're gonna grow older and thing, and then after try to like train to beat him and stuff. So like obviously, you know, a man like me is gonna come into play. Like you're gonna meet us along the path. Like so, you guys are gonna okay. I know you guys are gonna do. So it's kind of like Demon Slayer, like how he finds the guys and you okay. So are you guys gonna grow up together or no?
Yeah, we're all gonna go together.
Oh, okay.
And have like a separate training. You know, we don't see each other for 2 years. You know, those time skips. Yeah, you have to have all those sitting in it. That's what makes anime stick, man.
Yeah, time skip, you come back. Time skip, you come back. But not so for your art, do you ever want to like draw art for books, like you know children's books? Like if you can get into that, like would you actually draw a children's book?
I would definitely have to. Like, I wouldn't mind doing that. Just like a job for doing that, I would do it. To be honest, I'll do it on the side with my architecture thing. I wouldn't mind, to be honest.
So how do you wanna eventually get that started? Like, cause you already have the skill, you already have the art, but like, how do you eventually want to start? Like, obviously, cause you can't just like just drop your own anime and expect it to go crazy. Like, are you gonna start off like first, like you know, drawing like little in museums, books first? Like, what are you gonna do?
So what I do is I do like character development. You know that what that like you draw the characters first and then you start drawing yours, whatever. So what I'm doing right now, so what I'm doing is drawing the characters. Malik is helping me out with the helping out with the story and Jonah too. So what I do is I just draw the characters first.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm just drawing characters, random characters to see how it is. It comes out. I can show you one right now. Actually, no, I'll show you one right now. Let me show you one right now. Click on my tablet.
Let me see that. And also, how many years have you been drawing for? I actually don't know.
Started when I was 7, basically. So been a while, so like a long time. So
Anyways, guys, get ready for this. Get ready for this art because this guy really does draw like that. You know what I'm saying? He really is a drawer.
so this is gonna be the first villain. Can you even see it? Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you. Can you even see it? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Oh shoot, yo, this guy's actually jeez, yo, you're actually drawing this. What the heck? Is this the first villain?
Yeah, this is the first villain. We started as kids, so his specialty is like he knows kung fu bad. So anything he like comes out, if you try to hit him, he just comes back like a counter attack, like 2 seconds from, and you can't even see it. Like he's faster with his hands and faster with his feet.
Oh my god, yeah, this guy's actually okay. So you're actually drawing out all the characters and stuff like that. Yo, this actually, yo, if you actually made this a series, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to do still.
So what got you into drawing? Like at 7 years old, like, cause I actually don't know, like
Yo, what got me into drawing? Jamal put me on it.
Jamal.
Yeah, because I saw Jamal drawing. I'm like, yo, I need to be sick at this guy, fam. So I saw one of his artwork. I just started to draw after that, fam. Just kept doing it. Until one day I drew Sonic.
Mm.
Like perfect, fam. Nice and sick. I I was like, yeah.
Oh, so you just wait? Did you copy it off the internet and then you just drew it?
No, I basically did. I looked it up off my game sitting off my because I remember
Mm.
back then we used to play a beer game, so I used that reference and just drew it from that time. And I'm like, yo, I'm drawing Sonic.
Oh, okay. So you just had a natural. So you just had a natural talent. It was just natural. So that was your talent to draw.
Yeah. And two, I used to draw like these little comic books. We used to flip, you know, those flip
Mm.
notepads thing. So I used to draw like a little, like, it start off with like what, sticks, and then like after that, I built up and started putting bodies on them, the regular
Yeah, the
circle,
stick
and all
mans.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. After that, I started doing all that stuff.
Well, so then, yo, did you
But,
take in high school and stuff? Did you take art class and all that?
yeah, I did. I
Oh,
did.
so you
Teacher
were
loves
just killing that. You're just killing.
bro, sick. Like my organs, like that.
Yo, this guy can dance. This guy can draw. This guy used to sing too. That's
No,
crazy. Used to sing. This guy can run, athletic. Yo, this guy can do everything at this point. Like, just
bro. By the time I was on my top of my game,
mm-mm. This guy can do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Actually, that's actually your dream. Like, what you want to do? Like, you want to become like a professional artist. Like, right? You know, drawing museums, drawing books, and eventually make your own animated series.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm. Yo, why didn't you ever draw me?
You never asked.
Yo, I need some cover art, bro.
I
But
got you.
all right, we're gonna change the subject a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no problem.
But so, how did you overcome mental health problems? So,
Oh, that fun. Like
like,
honestly, it was a year.
give the story, like what happened,
Yo,
like not in too much detail, but like enough detail you could share. What happened? How did you
uh,
overcome it? And how long did it take?
okay. So there was one time there was a year wherein I was just down bad. Like I just felt like I'm not myself. I told myself I hated myself. I didn't care about anything. I just basically I just did the regular routine. I was just sick and tired of myself, bro. Honestly, it took me like a good month to realize I'm like, yo, I gotta stop acting negative and just be more positive to myself because there are plenty out there. There's guys that are worse and killing themselves for that. Yo, there's one point I was about to do that, kill myself because I just hate everything I did and I hate myself,
But why did you hate yourself?
bro. I just don't know why. I was just low bad. Like I was just down. Like everything I was doing was like, especially school. Like I remember I was failing, and then I was trying to talk to these girls, and I was bad at talking to girls,
Mm.
and it was like, bro, like why is everything just bothering me? Like, remember, sometimes I used to get picked on too at high school times, and I was just like, yo, couldn't take it anymore. And then like I told myself, I'm like, yo, I don't need to act like that. There's no point. Like, if I kill myself right now, what's that gonna do? Just proves that I'm a weak man and I can't handle anything. God didn't put me on this planet just to become waste, So I just made it like I just told myself, stop it. You're not a weak man. Every time people hit you, and every time, yo, stand up for yourself and just like be yourself. Don't have to impress anybody or anything. Just do you. People will come and people will go. Not everyone's gonna like you.
Mm.
Remember that. Keep that in mind too. Not everybody's not gonna like you, fam. So if you don't stay with you, they don't stay with you. If they mess with you, they mess with you. It's whatever.
So how did it like start? Like how did it just started randomly one day?
Yeah. Like I just one day I was like, bro, I'm not giving any girls. That's cool. I think I was like I couldn't do anything. Like anybody like that little talent is gonna get you there. I was like, bro. And plus, I was a really nice guy. That's what made it even worse. Like, bro, I'm nice and you just allow everything. Like, you can't happen. Just be nice to a certain degree.
So everything was just going in a downward spiral in life. So your grades, the girls, just in general, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna cuss out, you just didn't like yourself. And so
I capped, eh? It was been a hot minute. It was like until I like left college. No, I left high school. Like it's the beginning of the college year, fam. Yeah, that's when I felt like garbage still. And then I capped. Sometimes there. and I was just not having it from. Like I was not good to girls. Girls walk over me and do all that stuff, and then take it in. I had like your brother and Jonah, especially Jonah, were telling me, "Yo, you're a simp, fam."
Mm.
What the hell's a simp? Tell me that every day, fam. I come from school, fam, especially from college time. You're a simp, man. You're a simp. You're a simp. And I'm like, yo, Jonah, I think Jonah, like, what the hell is a simp, fam? Jonah looked at dogs at me, and I was like,
And see, the thing is, let me go into that word. See, the thing is, simp doesn't just mean for women only. It means like you're letting everybody run over. You don't respect yourself as a person and as a man. So that was what's happening. So you're telling me because you were too nice and you let things happen and you weren't focused on yourself and improving. So that's the reason why all this happened. So what advice do you have for like a guy? Because there's many guys. I was that guy. I was that guy a couple 8 months ago. I was that same guy. Then same thing. Your brother brought me over the conversation, and even you guys brought me to the conversation. So like, how do you like recommend to a random guy out there? Let's say Johnny is in his room right now listening to this. Like, how would you tell Johnny right now to overcome this? Because his situation might be different, but like, what would you tell him as a man to be better? And
firstly, like man to man homo. So, the next man tells you something, not insulting, or somebody telling you that's not insulting and that you need to improve things, don't be a punk. Like, what's it called? Walk away from when they're telling you something. When people are giving you advice, you stand there, listen to them, take it in your head, and see if that things that they're talking about. Because if you are doing those things, you gotta have knowledge now. Like, okay, then I'm messing up in life. Then if they're telling me, oh, this is what I need to do to become better as a person, like, just try to listen. Brother told me I was a simp. I was a simp. I'm like, what the hell is a simp? It's like, I'm not. But one day it was a girl listening to me, and I'm like, wow, that's so annoying. I'm like, yo, the girl listening to me, and I was like, yeah, you're a simp. To me again, I'm like, okay. Because I remember John told me, this is what's gonna happen. She's gonna do this. So I did what I did, and after that, it just played like when he said that. Like, he just did exactly what he said. And I was like, wow, that's just crazy. And I'm basically a simp. So what I did is I cut off all the other I was trying to get with or thing. I just started new, brand new, just brand new. Bro, yeah, I started brand new. But like, that's good. Like, I didn't need anybody. I didn't need no girl, nothing. It was just only me. So like, a couple years later now, you're like, that time I was 19, I'm 21. Okay, 20 and 21, started to like, what? Start pushing women in. Start pushing random women and they won't care. I did it. I was nervous as hell, fam. I'm not even a cat, fam. Oh, honestly, when I talk about the gal thing applies to life too, fam. If you can handle talking to a girl and waiting and being patient and then doing all that stuff, it applies to life. It's the same thing as a job. You apply for a job, you go into the interview, you get a little bit nervous. Just like you approaching a girl, you get nervous. Might get the job, might not get the girl. So even if you don't get the girl, and if you don't get the job, there's other jobs. Don't worry about it. Just one girl, you're not gonna see her again. Just, let's say like, just build a character. Like, you keep approaching, till like you get a result. No, that's a different thing. I'm talking about how you should know a girl, but that's different. But I'm saying it just builds a character. I did that. I built my character, and then until like how I am right now. I'm in a relationship right now. Yes, nothing wrong with it. But that's like I said, that's different. I'll tell you why after. But like, you just need to build yourself. Like, become more confident in yourself. You like, you don't need nobody. Talking to women, yeah, I'll build your confidence. No cap. Like, that's the most time you're a guy. If you know you're a guy that you can get shorties, that's confidence right there, fam. I don't need like thing. I can get any girl I want. You're gonna apply that to life too. I can get anything I want. It's like whatever, fam. What it is.
Oh shoot, sorry. I was listening like I was taking it. I was taking it in for myself. I was like, yo, honestly, one all the guys are listening. But anyways, but nah, guys. Overall, what he's trying to say is he's definitely trying to say is live your life in abundance. What that means is, there's more things out. There's more opportunities. There's more girls. There's more, what I'm saying, things you have to go for. And if you want something, you have to actually develop yourself and put in work. So if you want this job, you have to actually go fix your resume, go make it proper, and then you'll go apply, go keep applying, right? And the same thing, for me, I want a better body. So I'm going to the gym even after this, so I got to keep going to the gym, eating healthy, drinking water. Same thing, if you want to go get into that school, if you got to go back to school, you got to go back, you got to go study, you got to put in that work and get that degree if that's what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, just like how Joel wants to do his art, he had to get really good at art because when he first started, he was still good, but he wasn't as good as he is now. So he has to keep putting in work. So now he's able to actually start building up that resume, building up that series. So when he does publish it through a publisher, he can actually get some recognition. So you got to actually build yourself up, just like confidence. You got to love yourself first, so then you can actually,
That's the ultimate thing, fam. Love yourself. If you don't love yourself, how are you gonna love something else, fam? Or have a passion or something, fam? You can't. You have to love yourself. I can do this. Remember, keep this in head. There's a reason why God put you on the planet. Yes, we're supposed to be. What's it called?
procreation.
Procreation, basically, but this is you to Champa. So yes, procreation.
But have a purpose.
Have a
Definitely.
purpose. That's basically it.
Definitely have a purpose. For all the men out there, chase your purpose, better yourself, love yourself, and improve. And everything else, the girls, the success, the achievements, and the love from everyone else around you will come naturally.
Tell you. That's the thing. Fix what you need to do to get better with women and just be better in life. Another thing too is you can do is if that's not working out, build yourself. Like keep working what you need to do. Eventually, like I said, if you build yourself, girls will always be there. Girls will job opportunities will always come. I'm telling you, don't worry about it. You're good. Don't have no suicide thoughts. Just try to be positive. Listen, there's always gonna be a positive and negative, fam, in life. There's a yin yang effect, fam. You're not always gonna have good though. It's gonna be mostly bad, but you're always gonna have. Just make it not too bad. Like a lot of stuff happens to me, but I brush it off. Like, hey, whatever it is, what it is.
And see, that's the thing is, life is gonna happen, and bare things happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Bare things happen to me. Bare things happen to my cousin Joel. Bare things are gonna happen, but you have to just accept it. That's life. Cause life is not. It's a balance. Like it's good and there's bad. So you have to deal with both. So all right. So the next question I have for you. So you know what I'm saying? This is where it's gonna get a little bit more spicy. So how do you feel about the dating market and marriage right now? But hold on, what you see on social media and what you see in real life, because there's a difference. Because you can see like happy people in real life, and you see people on social media happy, but they're sad when you see them. So like, what you see in real life and what you see in
God, when I see on social media, I can see bare people like fake. I try to keep it. You can see how I am, person in real life and on social media. I don't. When I go out, I go out. People like I tell you when they post certain things and when they're out and they're like miserable, fam. Like I remember this one time there was this one girl. Seeing her stories and I'm just trying like, wow, this girl's like, you know her, I'm like, bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait, move your mic around a little bit. Move your earphone around a little bit.
Can you hear what's the last thing you heard I said? Sorry.
Nah, say the whole thing again because it's kind of like going out.
Like, on social media. I seen this girl like she was having fun on social media, whatever, whatever. And then I got to know her, fam, personally, fam. Whoa, she's damaged.
Wait, move it a little bit closer to your phone.
Say that she's damaged bad. Okay, hold on. You see this? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so basically,
yeah.
I noticed girl, she was, I think she was one of those elite girls, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think that, yeah, but those girls are not, I'm telling you. I think she's elite. Looked on her Instagram. She looked like she was having fun with her life and then like, smiling and everything. I'm like, yo, this girl looks like she's having a good time, you know, whatever. Got to talk to her, know her, and everything, bro. Cap, fam. Like she's wearing something like a big mask, fam. She was like basically best fam, damaged in a way, fam. So I was like, yo, you see those girls on Instagram and all that, fam. They're dying on the inside most of the time, fam.
So even those like couple relationships and like all the stuff you see on social media, like it's all
I
fake.
don't know. Couple relationship, I can't even like some of the girls them get bored of their man, fam. Can't even cap. So they entertain other guys in a way, and I'm like, bro, you're
So obviously, because you're not. Let me ask you about the marriage thing because obviously you're in a relationship, but I have another question for you after that. So how do you feel about marriage in this day and age? Like,
dude, it's not gonna happen, fam. Dude, it's gonna be hard, fam. Finding what you need, because most of the time the women control the relationship, and the men are not standing up to their women. I'm tired of that foolishness. It's not like back in the day, fam.
so let's
Like,
say, so do you think like let's say for example, let's say there's a man on the street like your dad, right? And then
hmm.
there's a woman like your mom. If they meet, they can't just get married, or they can't. Say that.
No, like the way how they met was different. They met through a wedding, fam.
No, like so you don't think it's possible for like a good man and a good woman to like
I
still.
mean, it's depending, fam. Like if you're, it's like I said, there's gonna be pros and cons in everything you do. So even if it's bad, it doesn't matter. Just exit if you need to exit with the girl, fam. Don't stay in there if she's corrupting you or bullying you and all that stuff, harassing you and all that stuff. Don't stay with her, fam. It goes both ways, even guy and girl, fam. Why stay with the person if they're being that delusional and too destructive to you anyway?
So
Don't do it.
so like what is like?
You can try it out, but
Mm,
if it doesn't end up working, fam, just cut, fam. Don't waste your time. It,
so so like so what are the pros and cons of marriage? Because like I actually do know what the pros for men are. Well, this is more so back in the day. I don't know if it's probably not like that now. It's probably like you get 1% that. So back in the day, it used to be the man used to actually get, submissive woman, a virgin, a woman who was kind, a mother, a good mother, and just an all around, full package woman. So like,
so,
and obviously the girl would get a financially stable man, a
the marriage,
leader, all that stuff. So what like is there still those pros and cons now? Do you think like from both
yes,
sides?
both sides. No, it's not sure. Me for both sides. There's only one side from marriage, from not in, like to be rude or anything, but just like, bro, for the man and the woman to work, they have to be total opposite, and the woman has to be submissive to the man. That's basically
Mm.
it. She has to do what the guy basically says, fam. It shows in the Bible, and like you can see that it works in modern times now. Like even back then, they're doing that. I always stopped doing that because of the feminist stuff, whatever.
Mm.
I take it in. I guarantee you, if a woman's not like submissive to you, you're gonna end up like it's called losing your girl. Basically, you have to make her submissive to you, fam. It's like it's no way it's gonna work, fam.
And see,
Uh,
like about the because okay, so the girls are not being submissive as they were in the past, and doing the stuff they used to do, and like the man's you like see now I start to see like how relationships fails, because even how mine failed and how like marriages fail, like is the man was too he was too much of He was too much of a girl, right? He's acting like a girl. He wasn't being a man. He wasn't being a good leader.
Yeah. A
So,
woman wants a masculine man to dominate the best,
mm,
basically. Like, that's it. No questions asked. If you think the woman doesn't want that, that's cap, Why do you always go for the hard guys and all that thing, They want a dominant man, Man, tell you, like, no, no, no.
mm,
Tell you, fam.
so the man has to be a leader. He has to be dominant, and the woman has to be submissive, and nice, and then it'll all work out properly. So, but
Fam, like how your parents were, like, it's basically is, Think what is like your parents. Your parents were, your mom was submissive to your dad. Basically, it,
mm, so what is
That's why they
submissive?
stayed on the way.
So what is submissive? Like, what is your definition of submissive?
If it's like, it's my way. Like, basically, like, you gotta do everything I say. It works. I can listen to you too. It's not like I'm not gonna listen to you, but it's like mostly I'm the leader in the relationship. Like, there's only one person that's the leader in the relationship, and you just follow. It's simple as that.
So it's more so like, let's say the man has a plan. Like, it's just like, let's say you have
Yeah,
you have your plan to like do your art thing, and then if it goes crazy, then obviously you're going to a certain place, so you want your woman to follow your direction where you're going and be under you.
yeah, yeah. Basically, just follow my direction and my path. Because I know for sure if you follow my path and thing, we're not gonna end up anywhere bad or anything. So it's like, just trust me. If she doesn't, basically, she has to trust you, fam. Trust
Mm.
that you got.
So
The trust not there, the relationship's not there, fam.
so it's like, cause that's what I actually noticed. Like, every single time, like, even in my last relationship, I noticed that every single time that I wanted to do something, it was it was for me, but also it was benefiting her as well. But when she wanted to do something, it was more so benefiting only her. So I started to look at
Yeah,
it now. It's like everywhere I wanted to go, if she followed, she would get the same beneficial. She would get benefited as well. And then when we did what she wanted to do, it's like I was left there cheesed and angry and sad. But then she was just good. You know what I mean? So definitely let the man lead the relationship because you're gonna benefit anyways. Because if I get $1 million, you basically got $1 million too. You know what I mean? But if she gets $1 million, it's like she has $1 million. I gotta go work my job and get what I gotta get. That's how it goes sometimes, or all the time. But
we have it rough in life, fam. I'm telling you. The women think they have it easy. The women has it on easy mode. Man, we have it on hard mode, fam. We have to create our value. Women just have to preserve it, fam. Simple as that.
and so, what advice would you give to a girl right now as a man? How should she preserve her value? Because a lot of girls don't have girls telling them that. So like, how?
Bro, it's simple. Yeah, women think I have a hard time. Just listen to the guy, fam. If you said, yo, I want you to do something nice for me and all that stuff, all the
Mm.
time, I want you to do it. Just do it, fam. Who cares?
No,
You
but
want
before she gets the guy, how does she preserve her value? Like,
oh, before she
yeah,
gets the guy?
how does she keep her value? Like, cause there's a lot of girls out there who don't even know how to do that. So
Um,
how does she do that?
remember, like, if we had to work to get you, you have to do the same for us. So,
Mm.
like, it's not our fam. Like, soon as you give it up to us, like the sex part, we still have to work and get it up to us.
Mm.
Because we can drop like if since you guys know it all, but like, we always drop you guys after sex and all that. But do you guys even like reach out or like make sure that we're okay? Like, these like some things that they're kind of off.
Mm.
Like, what guys were not expecting. Like giving them a good morning text saying, "Oh my god, last night was perfect. I enjoyed it. Thank you." Like, saying those certain things that a guy would be like, "Wow, that's nice." Yeah, maybe he gets it regularly, but if you're still sticking to that guy and treating him good, why would he have to drop you? Something that you did before that kind of cheesed him, and then he's like, "Yeah, bun this. I'm gonna slap and cut."
Mm.
So like, guys are not hard to figure out. We're simple, direct. If
So so like let's say the girl has no man at all. She has no man. Like, what should she do? Like, because girl's values in her beauty and all that stuff, and you know what I mean, and keeping her notch count low, keeping her body count low. So, so what I say is the girl keeps her body count low, be feminine. Don't turn into no masculine man and do all this crazy stuff. Also, definitely go to the gym and keep your beauty up. And you know what I'm saying, and be nice to people. I honestly, what I recommend is to delete your social media. Don't even have social media. Like, there's no point.
You're finding a unicorn, fam. You're finding a unicorn.
That's not I mean, that's not a unicorn. But I mean, like,
Unicorn, fam.
okay, the social media part's kind of crazy.
Yes.
But
The thing is, you can find a girl and you can build her, train her to like become that way, fam.
mm,
Some of these women don't like the word train, but
nah, it's trained. It is trained. But or I say coach. I say coach.
no. I'd say she trained.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Ew, that's crazy.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad thing. I'm saying. I'm just saying train. I have to train you to do this. I have to train you to do that.
Mm.
The thing is, we're saying that to a guy, fam. Like when we're doing our own thing, we had to train.
Yeah,
Same thing.
It's the same thing. It really is the same thing. The girls don't understand. But so in your relationship now, so how do you have a successful relationship? Not as in like it's perfect, but like how did you have like a successful relationship? And also before you say that, like explain the relationships that you failed before this, because you know what I'm saying. So go into those. So what did you learn from the past relationships and like the failures leading up to now? So you have this stable relationship. So like, what did you learn from the? So go into past details first, then get into this one.
So after with my ex, she was sweet. She was okay, whatever. But my ex, we used to, it was always her doing, like, I tell her I want to go here, she tried to do this, she's talking about, nah, we probably should just do this instead. That's my biggest mistake. Never let your world control you, fam. Especially when you talk about somewhere you're going, you have to plan it, you have to do something, fam.
Oh, so you let her lead.
Yeah. Don't make her lead, fam. You lead, fam. You tell her we're meeting her. This is it. And that. I did that before. Tried to do that with her, but most of the time she flopped. She couldn't make it or a thing. I told her like, "Yo, I got a ticket for you. Don't worry." Thing. She didn't make it. She flopped, and after all that, fam, I was like, "Yo, what am I really doing myself, fam?" Remember, she's my first girlfriend, and I was into the game part right there when I was like finding out ways to not be a sim, but like it was kind of hard for me because I didn't understand what I'm doing from still in a relationship. But like yet again, I was figuring out my way. Like, okay, I should probably do this and that and that. So now I understand women completely. Like from like back then, hang around with women to like being in a relationship with them. Now I know what I truly want and what I want to look for in a woman. Like, in a way, it took me too long to realize, but like, bro, it is what it is, fam.
So your past relationship. So that's the key, and that's funny because I said the same thing about my last relationship too. So basically, letting the girl as simply as letting the girl lead and like her make decisions, and you kind of like following her and what she wanted to do.
Yeah, basically.
So that's how it kind of all went downhill.
Yeah, you can't make her fall. I mean, you can't fall under her, fam. She has to fall under you, fam.
Yeah, because last time, because you even said like the girl wants a masculine man, a leader, right? So you just let her lead, and then things went crazy, and it didn't work out.
Knowing mine, I was still slapping cheeks whenever, but it's like it wasn't it. Fam. It wasn't it. Fam.
So in your relationship now, so how do you keep it successful now? So how's your relationship dynamic now with your current girlfriend?
Okay, so I'm in a year and 2 months with my girl right now, and it's fine. I don't stress over this stuff. I don't think about it as much. Like, the funny thing is, like, if she was ever to leave me right now, I wouldn't care. Like, it wouldn't affect me, to be honest. I reached a point where I'm like, bro, I expect, like, her. The thing is, men always looking for that unconditional love. There's no such thing as unconditional. Because she can just leave anytime she wants to, fam, in the relationship. It's her choice, she can stay, fam. Remember, it's her choice. She can stay if she wants to. She can stay. She can. It's her choice to like be submissive. Her choice to thing. If she doesn't choose those types of things, like your way, fam, there's no point in relationship, fam. It has to be like one leader in the relationship, basically. So basically, like I say, I'm leading my relationship right now. So she mostly comes to me for certain things and all that. Like this girl, she Can't lie, she is wifey material, but I still got to like more a little bit more. You know, like I don't know her fully. We haven't lived together or anything, but slept over each other's house, even did our local thing, whatever. She's okay. She's good. She's good.
So
Kind of,
that's crazy. Hold on. So in your relationship now, so how did you, from the past girls you chose, because remember, I always say this, the relationship is a reflection of you. So how did, like, so the past girls you chose those girls who were basically more controlling, more dominant, more masculine, and obviously you have to become a more masculine man. So you have to put in work yourself, become more of a masculine man. And now, how did you choose your current girlfriend? So not the past one. So what things did you look for in her that like made you choose her? Like for example, like
oh,
high interest, for example, right?
okay. I remember one time I'm talking. Oh, it was before I got in a relationship, I touched her on her leg, fam. The
Mm.
beginning, third thing. She kind of jumped and kind of put my hand away in a way. So if a girl doesn't jump, okay, this is how you know if a girl is actually she's wife material or not, or she is okay to deal with. If you touch her on her thigh, if she doesn't jump or if she doesn't move her hand, that right there tells you that she's not used to that, fam.
Or if she doesn't jump, then that means she's gonna have a lot of sex.
Yeah, if she doesn't jump, fam, she's been having man touching her too much times, fam.
Mm.
Simple as that, fam. Like on your thigh, like come on.
So that's
Which
a really that's hold on, that's really a key thing you actually noticed. Like you remember
yeah,
that?
fam. Like even if you meet her, like if you meet her, if you're on your first date with her, fam, touch her on her thigh. Who cares? To see her reaction, fam. You can tell if she's loose or not, fam. Just by that, fam.
Okay, okay. So that when you
You know,
chose your
you know, you talk that. You talk that. My father, fam.
so your dad taught you that.
Yeah.
So when you touched her in the thigh, she didn't jump. And so what other qualities did she have that was good for you to say, okay, it's been, let's say it's been a couple months, let's say it's been like 3 months, you guys got to know each other, like, okay, I can actually be in a relationship with her. So what made you actually decide to, be in that relationship with her?
Um, she kind of cooks for me.
Oh shit, she did.
Yeah, and then she bought me food in a way. Like sometimes I didn't buy because I didn't want to buy and spend. Because I'm still in school. She's not. She done whatever. But she bought me most like sometimes I buy. She says then she buy, but I told her like, yo. Some days I told her like I'm broke. I can't even buy too much stuff right now. But she ended up buying, and then we just chill out and things. Certain things she does was like, okay, it's different. Different. Like if you ever see my girl, if you guys ever see my girl, fam, the way she looks at me, because everyone sees it, like, bro, she's like in love with me bad. Like, you have to have your woman like that. And I did exactly an excellent job at that, fam. And I don't think my mom has to see it, and she's like, wow.
And what I actually say to myself, and I even tell like any guy I know, like on the road, because there's one guy I know who just got out of his relationship, and I'm gonna go see him this Friday and everything. So I'm teaching him about the game and everything, right? So I was actually saying this: you want to be with a girl who loves you like more than you love her. You know what I mean? Because
Basically,
at the end of the day, it's like if you look at it now, it's like you still notice these little things about your girl, and you actually will still actually care for your girl properly while she overdoses on loving you, and you won't necessarily like throw her to the side or treat her like whatever. But the thing is, when it's the when it's the other way around, it just doesn't work. So that's what I'm saying is because now you're in a relationship with your girl, and the thing is, she's actually gonna be more calm, that knowing that you're chill, you're more nonchalant, you're not going crazy, and the fact that you know what I mean, she'll actually love you more for that. And that's actually like I don't know how you did. You know what I'm saying? I still need that game, but I don't know. I still need that game. I don't even know how you did that. So like the first, like, okay, so on your first date with your girl, So how was your so on your first date? The things okay. So key things that you noticed on the first date that you knew, because you kind of know a little bit pretense before you actually do it. Like, okay, this girl could be actually be a potential girl that I could see myself, dealing with long term,
Mm.
which you are now. So on the first date, what is the other than the leg? I mean, I don't thought it was the first date, but on the first date, what did you notice about her? Like, was she on time? You know what I'm saying? Was she
Oh, yeah,
excited? Like, what were the things? Like,
she was on time, whatever. But like, even if she was late, I wasn't like as cheese. It's like whatever. As long as she came, fam. As long as she came,
yeah,
that matters. Because if you didn't came, if you flopped, I would be pissed off. Cause my last relationship, she never used to come, fam.
mm,
So that's what I pay attention to most. Game, and she anytime I did something, she like did. And another game put you guys on game. This is the summertime too. Don't go on dates like on dinner dates or whatever. What you do is like the date is you either play a game or you go like out for a walk or
ice cream or something. Ice cream, something like.
you can do ice cream. No, yeah, but you don't want to do anything that involves like talking so much, fam. Like you can probably like go
Also, Dave and Buster's,
like
something like that.
Dave and Busters and all that stuff. Those type of things. You get to like do challenging stuff together. That's a good date, fam. The reason why I say that is like you can challenge her and see how she is, how she's playful and all that stuff. And then when you take her out to dinner, you can talk about it, like the stuff that you guys did. You know what I mean? So it falls under part, fam. So it isn't like don't run out of stuff to talk about. You can gotta talk about family and all that stuff, but no one wants to hear that yet in the beginning of the relationship. But you know what I mean?
Mm. So what like so on the first date with your girl that you have now? So where did you take her? Where did you go? And also, do you pay for the
Oh,
first date? Do you pay for the
when
first date?
when
That's the real question.
I took her, we walked. So basically, I took her. I because the stuff weren't open that time. So
Mm.
what I did, I took her on a walk, and they did like be like creative. Took her on a walk, and then we had Starbucks or something like that. We just walked,
Mm.
and then yeah, that time I had to chat, so I can talk whatever. I never run out of stuff to talk about, but I talk whatever. I even asked her this simple question: "What are you looking to for in a guy? How was your old relationship and all that stuff?" So how we met was crazy, fam.
Mm.
Actually, if it wasn't for quarantine, I would have dated her. Still, can't even lie. But
To this guy, bro. I don't want you
but
no
like
problems, bro. I don't want you no problems when she watches this.
no, it's not a problem, fam. It's not a problem. I thought she would, but like, I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I wouldn't have probably met her at that time because I was still on my purpose trying to look for other women. Whatever. Um, take it in. She, I messaged her. No, I messaged her on Instagram because she was like the girl I wanted to talk to for the longest time. If I'm not even a cap. So what I did was one like the quarantine time, I just messaged her, I send her a little funny like picture or something, and then she didn't laugh. She was like, "It's kind of corny." I was like, "Wow, bet."
Mm.
And then I'm like, "At least I made you smile." She's like, "Nah, you didn't." Still, I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So then I kept chatting up the store, fam, chatting up, and then I'm gonna ask her like, "Yo, you want to like chill one day?" She's like, "Let's FaceTime right now." I'm like, "Right now, I'm kind of out right now." She's like, "Okay, the next time you can FaceTime each other." I'm like, "Whatever." So what happened was, I FaceTimed her. The next time she said we went thing, she kind of didn't look that bad to me. I was like, "Oh, crazy, whatever."
This
Um,
guy's in trouble, bro.
After that, I was like, "Wow, you're pretty, whatever." I told her she's pretty and all that stuff. And then obviously she said the kid looks good as well. I kind of sweet, whatever,
Mm.
whatever. And then what I did was that time. That's when I took her out on my first date, whatever. We chilled out. She saw me at Humber one time too at school,
Mm.
and then she didn't say hi. I was like, "Why didn't you just say hi?" Like, what the heck? She's like, I was around people that she didn't want to talk to at the time, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I told her like, next time you see me, say hi. She didn't do it, just whatever, until like we FaceTime and all that stuff, and yeah, things went right, and then took her out, fun. Um, yeah, basically, guys, what you do, especially when it comes to phone talks too, do not stay on the phone, especially when you're not dating her. Do not stay on the phone more than an hour. That's it. That's my game for you guys today. The game with Shorty, do not stay more than an hour. No, 30 minutes to an hour. That's it. Do not do no more further. Saying at the time, like when it comes to an hour, you can time it on your phone. Be like, yeah, that's when I gotta do some homework or I got something to do right now. Bro's calling me, whatever. Just do that. The reason why is she gotta have to miss you, fam. Yeah, who knows? She might be talking to the next guy, but like I'm guarantee you, she's not gonna forget you, fam. And if you're going to do stuff with her, fam, if you want to actually keep this girl, if you want to keep her in your life, fam, take her out on a date in the day. Do not go in the night expecting that you're gonna slap. Obviously, you're gonna slap, but do it in the day.
It's because obviously you're gonna slap, so then why does it take out at night?
Yeah, but not all the time you're gonna slap. Not all the time you're gonna slap.
Okay.
The next time you probably will, if I tell you to go thing. But take her on a date in the day, fam. She's gonna be like, "Wow, this guy's different." She's put me on a date in the day. Usually, I go out at night. Well, usually, I do something there. It's different, fam. Like I know for sure, man's only take out girls on the day, fam. That's only if their girlfriends or thing.
They don't. It's only 7. It's only 8 p.m. and after, fam. That's it.
Fam, like do it like around. Take her out like around 12 o'clock to 2, and then bring her back home by 6. I tell you, yo, she gonna be like, oh, I think I took me on a good day, and it's like, bro, like she's gonna be thinking about you hard. I guarantee you. If I'm wrong, bro, I'll personally draw you something that you want me to do, and I'll draw you and make it sick.
Yo, what if you're setting up bare mans right now for failure?
Trust me, I'm not.
What if the girl texts the guy, yo, why don't we just go out at night? What if she wanted to slap and you just wasted it?
No. She's not. No girl is not confident to go tell a guy that she wants to slap like that. But she wants to slap. She's gonna call her side piece, fam. That's the thing. Remember, girls have options, fam. So you can't let that be back of your head too. You can't like think about that stuff too. Remember, these girls gonna be around you. There's no. Oh my god, my girl's calling me right now. But like I said,
crazy.
Like I said, it's not going to be time for you to like think about it and all that stuff. You gotta like wait and then you are one.
So, alright. So we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this quick video. So I'm sharing my screen real quick. We're gonna watch this quick little video. Share the screen. Let's see. You see my screen?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch this. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what makes a woman wifey?
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Alright.
One rule in being a wifey is being
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can.
able to take care of yourself, how you carry yourself, and if you can carry yourself through life. So I feel like a man is looking to see how you approach him. How, if you are a damsel in distress, no man wants to wife someone that's just looking for a man to pick them up and rescue them. Like you said that China got rescued from the strip club. I don't think that a man is going to look at that and say, okay, well, that's wifey. I got her out the strip club and now I'm about to take care of her. Once you know how to take care of yourself, and once a man sees that, you know, you got for yourself and I don't have to come and take care of you, that's wifey. So in that aspect, I don't think that you can be both. A man is gonna tell if you're the type of woman that is gonna try to live off of the money that you have and have you take care of her, whether you guys are gonna.
Hold on, I'll keep that in your head. And I have a next video. So there's 2 1-minute videos. So now this one.
If I would have had this when I was maybe 20, I probably.
Women have to understand this. Y'all are hard-headed, and women don't listen. Sometimes.
It's a very likewise statement. Coming from a man saying the hard-headedness, I'm just saying that's a very likewise statement.
No, but it does not matter. What I'm trying to say is she had 8 failed relationships. You're not going to sit here and convince me that it was not a safe space and guys don't like to talk. No, they're talking. She's not being receptive. Right? Everybody talks in different ways. If you have 8 failed relationships, you don't know how to listen. You do not know how to take direction. And direction is not like, I don't want to put that in a submissive aspect, but taking direction, like maybe, hey, you know what? You need to just do this just this way. So then that way you get further in your life. And guess what? Maybe she doesn't listen in that regard. Hey, if you want for me and you to be better, I need you to do this so then I could give you that. Maybe she's not listening in that regard. But women tend to not listen. The ones that I believe jump from relationship to relationship to relationship.
So let's start for the first video. So I'm on share my screen. Okay, so for the first video, when she was saying, personally, I'm gonna go first. So what she was saying, does that make a woman wifey? Personally, for me, and what I think a lot of guys will say is like her fending for herself, her having her own stuff. That is good. But also, I say is like, you know,
she did not care about that, 100%.
Yeah, she wasn't talking about like no peace, no, you know.
She didn't say no peace, no like a headache, or no that I'm willing to be submissive to him. She didn't say none of that.
So
I hear none of that in your thing. So, you have to be submissive. So you women have to be submissive to your man. If you want to keep a man, that's what you do. You be submissive. Here's what he has to say. Listen. I'm not saying cheating is okay and all that, but like, for example, if a guy is willing to what, die for you, put a ring on your finger, and he's coming home to you and saying that he loves you and thing, and you're not a headache, fam, there's nothing wrong with that, fam. He's okay. You're good. Like, if like. I don't know why it's a cheating.
Not all girls are gonna be accepting that though.
I know, but
I mean, if she honestly, if she loves you, no, she might.
Yeah, that's the truth. Because if a guy can come still sleep with other women and still love his one girl, a girl can't do that. So they're basically reflecting on themselves, thinking that if I was this guy, I wouldn't be able to be doing. I'm telling you, guys and girls are 2 different things. We live in a different world. You guys will never understand how we operate until you guys listen to what we have to say and do whatever we have to say.
So she's wrong. The wifey girls are peaceful, submissive, and you know they're not causing problems. So there's no drama. Okay. So for the next video, the guy said, that's actually crazy when I first heard it and I wanted to react to it. So is it actually a red flag if a girl has a lot of failed relationships? For example, she has 8 failed relationships. Would you cuff that? Like, for example, if your girlfriend has 8 failed relationships, like, what does that say to you? 8 failed relationships. For me, it says, yo, she is the problem. But so, what do you think? Like, if your current girlfriend said, like,
as a guy, listen, guys, women need to understand. A woman doesn't put like a ring on a man's finger, fam. A man puts the ring on a woman's finger. So therefore, you can't say that when are you gonna marry me? It's up to him. It's not up to you. If he wants you, he would do all that stuff for you. Like, as simple as that. You can't like expect a lot from a guy and then you're not doing the same things that he's asking you to do. So it goes both ways, right? So you have to be submissive and understand that if you're being submissive, I guarantee you he's not hurting you. He's not doing all that stuff. He's just telling you cheat codes to what you need to do to make it a better and easier wife for him. It's basically cheat codes. If I'm telling you, yo, you need to do this and that, and you can still have me forever, and you're telling me, oh, no, I don't want that. No, it's too hard for me to think. You're failing the relationship there. That means you don't want the guy. If you really want the guy, you'll be submissive and do whatever you ask. As simple as that.
So you're ultimately what he's saying, guys, is definitely, you know what I'm saying, for a girl with that many relationships failed, it's definitely a no-go, because definitely you don't like to listen, you're not submissive at all. Also, women, if you're listening, just listen to your man Because he's telling you what he likes. You know what I'm saying? Listen, be keen in. And also, so what advice would you give to the last on this topic? Then we're gonna move to a little bit more to the men only. So what advice would you give to men who want to date women? You know what I'm saying? Between the ages of 18 to 30. Like, so the dating, how they should date, what they should look out for, and you know what I'm saying, what they should not worry about. Because guys like to worry. Because me, I used to worry about, you know what I'm saying, the same thing you just said, like about the social media thing. Like, they're gonna talk to guys or what. Think it could happen, you know what I'm saying? So you just have to forget about it. So what would you give to 18 to 30, around that age?
What I can give to you guys, I can tell you this. Okay. Like I said, yin yang effect. Like I said, there's gonna be pros and cons. It's not always gonna be positive, it's not always gonna be negative. So you can try dating a woman and everything and see how it goes. But if you see red flags anywhere, like what I said, touch her on the thigh, she doesn't move, she doesn't flinch, or she doesn't move your hand, or she is not if you can't talk to them for too long, or else you get friend zone. I'm telling you, I witnessed it. Don't worry. You can't, like, certain things you can't do, like over the top for a woman that you're not in a relationship with. If you're in a relationship with a woman, there's just certain things you can do to keep it going and not caring less. Like I said, if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, it's still, you have to care less, fam. Keep caring less about this. Keep caring less, and know that positive you have it. You have it already, fam. But the certain things, like I said in the podcast, like already right now, just keep it in mind, fam. Just keep it in mind that you can't be clingy. You can't show too much initiative, and you gotta be on your purpose. The woman women love leaders, fam. If she sees like a leader or a dominant male in you, she'll do whatever she has to do to get you, fam. Basically like that. It's like in the animal kingdom, fam. What does the female have to do? She has to, like, basically be submissive to the guy, to the male animal. Basically that. It goes both ways, fam. Like, that's all I need to say for now.
And so the last question, and we're about to close out. We're about to close out on this. So, is what advice would you give to your younger self? So, like, let's say you're 15, your 15-year-old self. What advice would you give to him to change? You know what I'm saying? So, just imagine, you know what I'm saying, you remember when you were 15 or 16. So, what advice would you give to that Joel?
Yo, I would tell this guy, don't worry too much. Do not think so much. Keep drawing and be on your freaking purpose. Shorty will come to you, fam. And don't be a simp. As simple as that, fam.
Because that's crazy, guys. Because I know my cousin. I seen him transform in real life, so it's crazy. I seen him transform with the women, not just with the women, with his art, with just in general, with the schooling, everything. Like, he just improved in every. And see, the thing, guys, not only about women. Make sure, because Joel has improved in schooling, art, mentality, maturity. Just, he's improved in everything. Because it's not the same person I'm talking to now. Because as you can see, I'm just listening very hard, because now I'm taking it because I'm younger. I'm taking it in. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I go to the gym now, I'm going to the mall. You know what I'm saying? If I can't, honestly, I have to think about it like, yo, I'm about to go to the gym. The mall closed at this time. Well, I gotta prioritize. You know, he has his priorities in check now. You know, so as you can see, his girl's ringing off his line and affecting the call. You know, what I'm saying, affecting stuff. But he's, you know, what I'm saying, but he was here. He actually came on time. He's dedicated to be here. So, you know, what I'm saying. So definitely look at him like a role model, like I do. You know, what I'm saying. Sadly for you guys, you know, what I'm saying, I got him in my life. So you know, what I'm saying, I get this free game all the time. You know what I'm saying? But guys, definitely, if this podcast doesn't teach you anything, let it teach you that focus on yourself and love yourself, because
love yourself, fam. You have to. In a way, you have to be selfish. I'm sorry. You have to be selfish to yourself, fam. You can be nice to others, yes, but they're nice to you. It's like, but you have to be selfish.
I say don't be too selfish to the people who are good to you. Because the people that are good to you, because people like
you
to do
can be
that.
nice to them, but don't be too selfish to those people. But help with your needs, like what you need to do to improve and work on. In a way, you can't let people use you. You can't let people think run you down. Just be a good guy, man. Just be a good guy. That's it. Be a good person.
Don't listen to that crap. Don't listen to that crap. Saying be a good guy. But anyways, you know what I'm saying, guys, this is the end of the podcast. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to my older cousin Joel. You know what I'm saying. I'm even gonna go. School.
Oh, another thing too, fam.
All right, last one.
You guys want to follow my what's it called? My what's it called? My YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, Jojo Entertainment. I'll keep put a link down below. And yeah, so you guys can hit me up anytime on Instagram and everything. If you guys have questions, don't worry, I got you.
I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna make a video together too, talking about more stuff in depth. But alright guys, it's the end of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go subscribe to my cousin. It will be linked in the description, follow him on Instagram and all that stuff, and even go check out his art. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know all you people want some pictures drawn. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got
I'll tell you.
but I'm first in line. I'm sorry, I got priority because I'm his cousin. But anyways guys, it's your boy JPN. We out of here.
Alright, easy.